what we had done was a brief introduction. We saw different types of waves, and I think you all got the point. Yeah, any doubts in the previous lecture? Any doubts before we start? Let me know क्या doubt है. You can of course have EM mechanical wave जैसे कुछ चीज नहीं होता है. या तो mechanical waves होता है या EM waves होता है. Mechanical waves require particles in the medium to oscillate. EM wave, basically light, requires an electric field and a magnetic field to oscillate. So, and all EM waves are transverse in nature. You can of course have them in all media. EM waves तो बस एक electric और magnetic field का property है. तो that can, you can have EM waves in solids, liquids, gases, and vacuum as well. Light can travel through anything, right? Except of course in opaque medium. But otherwise, solids as a function of the state of the material, it is independent. नहीं तो ये जो, अरे थोड़ा context से समझो. ये भी जो है ना, depends on shear modulus or surface tension or tension. Those are those of course do not refer to light. Light though doesn't really need any. It doesn't depend on the rigidity of the medium. So light के लिए just depends on. You can say that it depends on the refractive index of the medium. कितना तेजी से light propagate होता है, that depends on the refractive index of the medium. That has nothing to do with shear modulus, surface tension, and tension. ये भी मतलब implied था, like this was not. I never meant this for light. Shear modulus was for transverse waves in general, and more specifically, if you have waves on a string, it was your surface tension, and if you have waves on water was surface tension, waves on string was normal tension. But otherwise, for other types of transverse waves, you typically had your shear modulus. Okay? Light का तो related नहीं था, shear modulus वाला point light से related नहीं था. Light can propagate irrespective of the shear modulus. Okay? EM waves, shear modulus तो particle का motion के कारण है ना, shape, body का shape change हो रहा है, तो फिर shear modulus comes into play. Light has nothing to do with that. A particle never moves. It's just the fields which are oscillating. Okay. Okay. So now, can there be an oscillating gravity? Can there be an oscillating gravitational field? I don't know what could produce that. So can't really comment on it not being there. क्या पता हो सकता है नहीं हो सकता. I don't know what would produce that kind of field though. Anyways, describing, you can probably look it up. Yeah. Let me know what you find. So now we're going to see how to describe the equation of a wave, specifically a wave on a string. So let's say we start with one. Let's start with one definition. Let's define wave velocity. I think it's a very simple definition. Okay? So wave velocity, and we'll represent this with a symbol v. Okay, could I explain why heat waves are heat waves? पहले ये समझ में आता है कि heat waves तो light के बराबर ही है. When we talk about heat waves, in other words, we talk about heat transfer via radiation. That is taking place via light. That's light in the infrared region. So that is light. If we've understood why light is a transverse wave, Then heat waves also are transverse waves. Did you get that? Radiation, heat transfer via radiation takes place through light. In the infrared region predominantly, unless the object is very hot, then it enters the visible region. Now the sun is so hot that you have significant rays in the infrared region, significant rays in the visible region, and significant rays in the ultraviolet region as well. But ultimately, it's radiation while heat transfer is taking place via light, visible or invisible. Okay. So now wave velocity is, of course, the speed with which a wave propagates along a string. Okay, very simple. So the speed with which a wave propagates along a string. So let's use this term and let's give it the symbol V. Okay. Then yes, this is the first page for today. Okay. Then let y x comma t. Okay. Let this represent the x coordinate or the x coordinate. Let this represent the y coordinate of the particle. Okay. Let it represent the y coordinate of the particle at x coordinate. X को capital लिखता हूँ. Okay, so let this represent the y coordinate of the particle at x coordinate x and time t. Okay, so let y x comma t represent the y coordinate of the particle at x coordinate x and time t. मतलब हम इसमें क्या करने की कोशिश करेंगे? We are going to try to describe where, if I have a string, think about what this function is going to tell me. If I have a string, it's going to tell me y as a function of x and t. So it's going to tell me what the y coordinate is going to be for each and every particle. And moreover, it's also going to tell me that at every instant of time, I just have to plug in time over here and I have to just plug in x over here in whatever this function is going to be. And I will end up getting what that particle is doing at that particular instant of time. So in other words, to completely visualize the wave and to know what the wave looks like at every instant of time, this is the equation I need. So this actually is going to become our wave equation. This is eventually going to become the equation of our wave. I hope you can understand why this is going to become our wave equation. Okay, this will be our wave equation. क्यों? क्योंकि एक बार ये equation हमने निकाल दिया, मुझे कोई भी पार्टिकल का y कोऑर्डिनेट पता होगा ना. पार्टिकल्स मान लो x एक्सिस के लॉन्ग है और y के लॉन्ग ऑसिलेट करेंगे, परपेंडिकुलर टू द डायरेक्शन ऑसिलेट करेंगे. तो I will have y in terms of x, मतलब I'll have the displacement of each and every particle at each and every instant of time. मतलब I'll completely know what the string looks like. Everything I'll know based on this equation. So this is going to be our wave equation. It's going to be the y coordinate as a function of x and time. Okay. Now, let's say I am starting a pulse over here. Okay. And let's say this pulse looks like this. Okay. Some random pulse. And let's say I'm generating the pulse at this point. I'm generating the pulse at an x coordinate x equal to 0. यहाँ पे pulse generate हो रहा है and इसके आगे मान लो कि अपना wave, ठीक है, मान लो अपना wave right की तरफ जा रहा है with a velocity of v. ठीक है, हम अपना एक्सिस कैसे डिफाइन कर रहे हैं, हम यहीं से स्टार्ट करके इसको अपना पॉजिटिव एक्स एक्सिस लेंगे, ठीक है, let this be positive x and let this be positive y. Okay, so let's say I know what the y coordinate of the particle at the origin is doing. Okay, let's say I know the y coordinate of the particle at the origin. Let's say ये कैसे oscillate कर रहा है वो मुझे पता है. मान लो ये अपना source है. Okay, maybe we are holding this end of the string and we are oscillating this in a particular way. And as we are oscillating this in a particular way, we know how this x coordinate varies with time. Knowing how this x coordinate varies with time and knowing how the wave is going to propagate in the forward direction, how do we end up writing the entire wave equation? तो हमें क्या मान लो क्या पता है, सिर्फ एक x coordinate पे डिस्प्लेसमेंट कैसा है एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम, मान लो वो पता है. सो लेट द y coordinate of the particle at x equal to 0, मान लो ये y coordinate of the particle at x equal to 0 हमें मान लो पता है, ठीक है. Let's say this is something you are manipulating, you're holding one end of the string and you're manipulating this. So let's say the y coordinate of the particle at x equal to 0, let that y coordinate be f of t. Okay, so let it be f of t. Okay, let it be some function of time. Okay, now that we know how this particle is oscillating with time, some t time later, okay, some t time later, do you agree ki let's say acha, let's say I'm waiting for the same pulse now, let's say I'm waiting for the same pulse to move ahead and reach a particular x coordinate. Okay, so let's say I'm waiting for that pulse to move ahead and reach a particular x coordinate. So let's say after some time my string looks like this. Okay, and let's say ये particular position, this particular part of the pulse has now reached this particular x coordinate. Okay, so it's reached this x coordinate x, so it's moved from x equal to 0 and it has reached an x coordinate x. Okay, so how much time would this have taken? How much time would the wave take to reach this particular x coordinate? यहां से यहाँ जाने के लिए कितना टाइम लगा होगा? This particular point जो x equal to 0 था, अब वही point एक जनरल x coordinate x पे है, तो कितना टाइम लगेगा ये तुम्हारा वेव पल्स को इतना डिस्टेंस कवर करने के लिए? वेरी नाइस. So you know that the velocity is v and you know that it is so velocity is v, is covering a distance x, so naturally the time taken by it should be distance by speed, x by v. The speed is normally going to be constant, so time taken is going to be x by v. Now okay, now agar this, if the pulse looks like this at time t, so let's say this is the wave pulse at time t, therefore this should be the shape of the wave at what time? If this is how the wave looks at time t, the first diagram should be how the wave looks at what time? Nee, Notice this, time taken between these two images is x by v. Okay, the time taken between these two states is x by v. That said, if this is at time t, this other one should be at a time x by v seconds before this instant. Very nice. So this should be at time t minus x by v. This should be at time t minus x by v. Ab dekho. So what we are now realizing is the pulse which was at the origin at time t minus x by v has reached this particular x coordinate at time t. Okay, let me write that out as well. So the displacement okay, the displacement of the particle the displacement of the particle at x at time t is the same as the displacement of the particle at the origin, the same as the displacement of the particle at the origin let's say at x equal to 0 is the same as the displacement of the particle at x equal to 0 at time t minus x by v. Okay, so t minus x by v refers to the time instant. I'm just going to repeat what we said over here. We said ki whatever pulse was at x equal to 0, since the wave is moving towards the right, that same pulse eventually reaches a general x coordinate x. We identified the time difference between these two instances as x by v, because the pulse seems to have moved a distance x and the speed of that wave pulse is v. So time taken between these two instances is x by v. We are trying to write this. In other words, we are trying to write what इसका y coordinate होगा at time t. वो general equation लिखने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. We want to write what the y coordinate of any particle at a particular x coordinate x will be at time t. So we want y in terms of x and time t. So we are saying कि अगर ये pulse का shape ऐसा दिखता है at time t, this instant, okay, this particular shape will refer to an instant x by v seconds before this instant, because we have identified कि ये दोनों instances के बीच में time is time taken is x by v. तो अगर ये इसको time t बोलोगे तो ये इसके पहले x by v seconds पहले आएगा. मतलब the first instant is going to occur at time t minus x by v. The second instant is at time t. The first instant is at time t minus x by v. अब क्या बोल रहा हूं? Once we have understood that, I am saying कि the displacement of the particle at x at time t, जो ultimately मुझे लिखना है, is the same as the displacement of the particle at x equal to 0 at time t minus x by v. The two red dots are the same. The two red dots represent the same displacement. Okay, this एक minute. So two red dots represent the same displacement. So the displacement of this particle at time t is the same as the displacement of the particle at the origin at time t minus x by v. Did you guys get this? Displacement. By displacement, we mean displacement in the y direction. Obviously, why do I mean displacement in the y direction? Please remember what is really happening. What is really happening? Ye story yaad kar lo. Remember, if you leave your slipper over here, you balance your slipper on top of the pulse, the slipper is not going to come to you. You remember how the wave moves? These particles are not physically moving towards you. What's going to happen after some time is all these particles are going to go back down. These particles are going to go up. So your slipper will be on the top of the pulse. Afterwards, those particles will again come back down. These particles will go up. So suddenly it will seem as though your slipper is behind the pulse. In fact, if nothing else happens, if you somehow leave your slipper there, your slipper is going to stay at the same x coordinate. All right, yeah, because at no instant is any particle moving towards the right. Particles are only moving up and down. They're only moving up and down. I gave a very simple example last time. Imagine you're holding the rope, and imagine you give the rope a imagine you're holding the rope and you give it a small jerk. It seems like a wave pulse is going away from you. Okay, it seems like the wave pulses are going away from you, but does the rope actually leave your hand? Is matter moving away from you? Is any particle going further away from you? Not really, because the rope is still at your hand. But the only thing that is happening is this illusion of a wave is going away from you. Energy is in a way going away from you. What is really happening is these particles, jo upward displaced there, they are back in their mean position. These particles are now displaced in the upward direction. Yahan ka kinetic energy udhar chala gaya. So those are the things which are moving away from you. But particles are only moving up and down. Nobody is moving in the direction of the wave. यहाँ पे भी ये जो red dot है, maybe that caused a little confusion. I didn't mean कि this red dot is moving and reaching here. Okay, I'm just the red dot is just a way of highlighting कि ये जो pulse जो है, imaginary pulse जो है, जैसा वो pulse आगे जा रहा है, it's not an actual materialistic thing which is moving ahead, right? Particles are just going up and down. It's their up and down motion is giving this illusion that the pulse is going ahead, right? Imagine even when you do a wave, when dancers do a wave with their hands, वो हाथ थोड़ी body को छोड़ के left की तरफ जाता है. How do they give the illusion of a wave? They move their hands up and down. That creates the illusion of the wave. So that illusion is going towards the right. और वो जो भी illusion है, उस illusion में मैंने ऐसा एक लाल point highlight किया है. Just to keep track of how the pulse is moving, I've highlighted one red point. It's definitely not the same particle. This guy is still over here, and this guy was originally over here. Okay? Cool. Yeah, the wave motion will not be accelerated. We'll just assume it doesn't accelerate for now. We'll later actually derive what this velocity depends on. So when we derive what that velocity depends on, you'll realize when velocity will change and when will it not change. So normally it does not change. Okay? इन बाद में जब derive करेंगे तो फिर समझ में आएगा कब change होता है कब नहीं. Okay. All right. Now that point is not crucial right now. For now, just assume it moves with constant velocity. So the displacement of the particle at x at time t is the same as the displacement of the particle at x equal to 0 at time t minus x by v. Means, what am I saying by this? The displacement of the particle at x and at time t is the same as the displacement of the particle at x coordinate, x equal to 0, at what time? At time t minus x by v. So look at this here. We have the y coordinate of the particle at x equal to 0 as a function of time. This was the y coordinate of the particle at x equal to 0 as a function of time. In fact, maybe I can also write this out as, इसको थोड़ा और अगर clearly लिखना है तो I could have written it this way. This was the y coordinate of the particle at x equal to 0 at time t. ये कैसा था, कुछ तो फंक्शन था, ये फंक्शन मान लो हमें दिया है, मान लो ये फंक्शन हमें दिया है, ठीक है, और ये फंक्शन को यूज करके मुझे अब पार्टिकल एट जनरल एक्स एंड जनरल टाइम टी लिखना है. तो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई हैव जस्ट प्रूव्ड कि पार्टिकल displacement of the particle at position x at time t is the same as the displacement of the particle at position x equal to 0 at time t minus x by v, at time t minus x by v. So what does that make my wave equation? That makes my wave equation ये जो भी फंक्शन था ऑफ टाइम, वो फंक्शन at t minus x by v. Okay, did you get this? For instance, if I describe iska motion with respect to time as maybe sin omega t, मान लो ये SHM कर रहा है sin omega t, ठीक है, एक x equal to 0 पे पार्टिकल जैसा है, जैसा मोशन कर रहा है वो तुम्हें दे दिया, उससे हम पूरा वेव का इक्वेशन लिख रहे हैं. बस क्या कर रहे हैं, उस फंक्शन में t के जगह t माइनस एक्स बाई वी डाल रहे हैं, और t माइनस एक्स बाई वी डाल के ये इक्वेशन एक पूरा वेव का इक्वेशन हो गया, बिकॉज दिस इक्वेशन टेल्स यू व्हाट ईच पार्टिकल इज डूइंग at any given amount of time, right? So it's almost like as if you're God in that realm. You know what everyone is going to do at every instant of time. तो हर पार्टिकल अलग अलग एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट पे है, तो हर पार्टिकल हर इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम में क्या करेगा, ये इक्वेशन तुम्हें बताता है. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज कंसीडर्ड द वेव इक्वेशन. ओके, we'll of course explain things further. So t minus x by v represents a general term of any wave at x equals 0. Yeah, t minus x by v represents this entire instant. So I decided to call this instant as time t. So then this entire first instant becomes t minus x by v, because the time difference between the two instances was x by v. I wanted the displacement of the particle at x at time t. I said that seems to be the same as the displacement of the particle at x equal to 0 and at time t minus x by v. Now we know the displacement of the particle at x equal to 0. Let's say we know that function. That function is some f of t. जो भी time इसमें डालोगे, accordingly you will get the displacement of the particle at x equal to 0. So I wanted what its displacement would be at t minus x by v. So its displacement at t minus x by v would come when you put t minus x by v inside that function. तो ये मुझे बताता है कि ये पार्टिकल क्या कर रहा है at t minus x by v टाइम, और जो भी ओरिजिन वाला पार्टिकल t minus x by v वाले टाइम पे कर रहा है, वही x वाला पार्टिकल टाइम t पे कर रहा है. ऑलराइट, सो यहां से क्या हमने अचीव किया है, एक पार्टिकल का तुम्हें डिस्प्लेसमेंट देके हमने सारे पार्टिकल्स का डिस्प्लेसमेंट लिख लिया. ऑलराइट, एंड फिर इस पे है ना, इस आइडिया पे देखते हैं क्वेश्चन कैसे आता है. बट व्हाट वुड वी हैव डन, व्हाट वुड अ स्मॉल चेंज दैट वी वुड नीड टू मेक बी, अगर ये वेव राइट के जगह लेफ्ट की तरफ जाता, what would be that small change? Let's see if I can make this bigger as you answer. What would that small change be? Yes, very nice. तो सिंपल सी बात है, अगर if you have a wave going towards the right with velocity going towards the left with velocity v, that same wave can be said to move towards the right with a velocity of minus v. तो बस v की जगह minus v डालोगे तो you'll get the equation of a wave going towards the left. I'll write that out. एक बार लास्ट टाइम वापस ये बता रहा हूँ, ये एक्चुअली हमें इस पार्टिकल का डिस्प्लेसमेंट पता था एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम. मैंने क्लेम किया कि ये पार्टिकल का डिस्प्लेसमेंट एट दिस टाइम which is basically going to now be f of t minus x by v. f वाला फंक्शन दिया है हमें, origin वाला पार्टिकल क्या कर रहा है that we know. Okay, that's let's say in our hands. So origin वाला पार्टिकल जो भी किया at time t minus x by v, x by v seconds later ये वाला पार्टिकल किया at time t. So the displacement of the xth particle at time t comes from f of t minus x by v. समझ में आ गया? एक एग्जांपल करेंगे तो हमें समझ में आएगा. I'll just add in that point. If the wave travels towards the left with velocity v, replace, if I'll write this out. Okay. If the wave travels towards the left with velocity v, it can be said to travel towards, yes, I'll show the previous page. Okay, sorry, I'll show the page. Towards the right with velocity minus v. Okay, so if a wave travels to the left with velocity v, it's basically traveling towards the right with velocity minus v. So making the wave equation, therefore the wave equation becomes okay, so the wave equation becomes, क्या लॉजिक है, राइट की तरफ जा रहा है. तो हमने पिछले पेज में राइट की तरफ जाने वाले वेव्स के लिए फॉर्मूला निकाला f of t minus x by velocity. फिलहाल ये राइट की तरफ माइनस v वेलोसिटी से जा रहा है. So then accordingly our wave equation should therefore become f of t plus x by v. So when you see that plus x by v, that actually represents a wave going towards the left. And when you see minus x by v, it represents a wave going towards the right. Okay. In fact, I'm going to say this over here. As long as t minus x by v appears, the equation represents a traveling wave. Basically, a wave that's moving. It represents a traveling wave. So, for example, all these, so f can be any function. All right. So, in fact, this also could be t minus x by v or plus x by v. So as long as t plus minus x by v appears, it represents a traveling wave. Yeah, it represents the equation of a wave. So examples could be any function. ऐसा function दिख गया, this represents a wave. Yeah, ऐसा function दिख गया, ये अलग बात है, ये थोड़ा अजीब हो जाएगा, but this basically will reach infinity. But just saying, it still represents some kind of weird disturbance moving. Okay, this represents a wave. Okay, this represents a wave. As long as the term appears, it's going to represent a wave. Similarly, v t minus x by v. You see any function of that? v t minus x by v, which is actually if v into t minus x by v agar multiply karoge, you will get vt minus x. ऐसा भी term दिख गया, that still represents a wave. So whenever you see terms like this, they'll represent waves. When you see a term where they are squared or something else, some other thing is done which cannot be written in the given form, then it will not represent a wave. So this particular thing is a big no. This is not going to represent the kind of traveling wave that we're studying. Traveling wave on the way. पिछले पेज में जो मैं दिखा रहा हूँ, wave on a string moving from one point going towards another, and moving on from one point. This is not going to represent that. As long as वो t minus x by v दिख रहा है, you can assume it represents a wave. Okay, copy this. I'll show the previous page as well. So one of you saying, sir, it has t minus x by v when expanded. नहीं, so just to maybe phrase it, तो बस ये t और x के terms ऐसे दिखने चाहिए, in a way related in this manner. तो x into t का extra term नहीं होना चाहिए. To write this in the form of t minus x by v, वो एक और extra term आ जाएगा x into t. That will mess things up. t और x के आपस में बस यही संबंध होना चाहिए. हाँ, वो v square actually I intended v square. वो v square लिख के भी गलत है. It basically should be, you should be able to write it as a function of t minus x by v. So you'll get a little bit more clarity in some time. ठीक है, एक क्वेश्चन करेंगे. Let me know when you're done with this page. It will still not be a traveling wave. It can't be the product of, so actually t square सिर्फ ऐसा t minus x by v दिखना चाहिए. If you have one of you saying, sir, this is t minus x by v into t plus x by v, that is again not going to represent a traveling wave. In fact, even if you think about this, this represents a wave going towards the right and a wave going towards the left. So that's not actually a traveling wave. You have to try and analyze what that function means. It represents a wave going towards the right as well as a wave going towards the left. So that's not a traveling wave. It's going to be some combination of a traveling wave towards the right and a traveling wave to the left. And we'll in fact even come across something like that a little later. Okay. ये पेज में एक बार दिखा रहा हूँ. Yes. So f of t minus x by v can represent all types of waves which move along one direction. So we're going to deal with mainly one-dimensional waves in this chapter, and even mostly in other chapters we'll be dealing with predominantly one-dimensional waves. At least in this chapter, though, definitely waves on a string one-dimensional hota hai. We take that dimension as our x-axis. Okay. Yeah, and so t minus x minus. No. So why should it won't? So wave. So what we'll do? I mean, jada x y, of course, change nahi karenge. We'll always, let's say we always take our x-axis along the string. So if you're going to take your x-axis along the string, displacement will be perpendicular to the string. Transverse wave mein wahi hoga. Displacement will not be along the string, because string ke along wave move karta hai. Uske perpendicular hi displacement hoga. So in that case, your displacement will have to be along the y direction. Okay? We'll take our axis that way just to keep it uniform. All right. So try a question like this. Okay. Let's say displacement of the particle at x equal to 0 displacement of the particle at x equal to 0 as a function of time is y equal to 2 by t square plus 1. Okay, as a function there, y equal to 2 by t square plus 1. Find the wave equation given if it's moving, it matlab wave is moving towards negative x with a speed of 5 meters per second. Previous page, just for a second. अच्छा, देख लो. Done. So solve this and also find the shape of the string at t equal to 3 seconds. Okay. So shape of the string means give y as a function of x at t equal to 3 seconds. How does the string look? What equation, give an equation which describes how the string looks at t equal to 3 seconds. So that's easy. If you get the first one, you get the second. Hey, there's no screen freeze. I've given a question. I'm waiting for you to solve. I'm waiting for you guys to solve. ये idea है, याद करो. Y as a function of x as a function of time is given by this formula. Come on, guys. जो function of time दिया है उसमें t के जगह t minus x by v डाल दो. जो origin का displacement है as a function of time, उसी में उसी function में t के जगह t minus x by v डाल दो. That's simple. Yeah, and don't solve it. Just write it the way it is. Just write it as. Don't solve it. है ना? If you थोड़ा square वगैरह करोगे फिर वो wave के equation की तरह भी नहीं दिखेगा. Make it look like an equation where there is that t minus x by v term. Okay, so जैसा इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? So y x comma t is that same function of, instead of t, it will be that same function at t minus x by v. More specifically, because v is in the negative direction, because v is minus 5, what you'll have to do, you'll have to replace t with t minus x by minus 5, yani ki t plus x by 5. All right, so that's it. You have to replace t with t plus x by 5. All right, so y as a function of x as a function of time is going to be 2 by t plus x by 5 the whole square plus 1. That's the answer to the first question. Did you get that? हाँ, तो f of t की जगह f of t minus x by v करना है. f of t ये था, origin वाला displacement दिया था, t के जगह t minus x by v करना था, तो t plus x by 5 आ गया. This is it. This is y as a function of time. अब इसी से can you answer the second one? What would the shape of the string look like at t equal to 3 seconds? What's an equation which will describe how the string looks at t equal to 3 seconds? क्या करोगे? Shape of the string at t equal to 3 seconds means I want y as a function of x at t equal to 3 seconds. Nee, so again, I just wanted the equation. I said shape. By shape we mean just figure out the equation. So this is what it would look like. You don't need to give the equation a name. You don't need to say whether this is a particular conic or not. That's it. That's simple. So t equal to 3 pe, the string ka graph looks like this. Your string ka shape looks like this. function का graph. Okay, so that's how we get the shape of the string. This what tells you what the string looks like at t equal to 3 seconds. You want to know what the string looks like at t equal to 10 seconds or t equal to 10 in this equation. तो मैं दिखेगा string कैसे दिखता है t equal to 10 seconds. All right. Is there any doubt? Did you get this example? Please let me know if you're getting it. Last step of the first one. Last step of the first. तो पहले तो we have established कि wave equation कैसे निकालेंगे. If I give you f of t, what was f of t? It was actually the displacement of the x of the origin as a function of time. So the particle at the origin was doing this as a function of time. ये मैंने derivation के वक्त ये मैंने f of t के फॉर्म में दिया था. I said ऐसा फंक्शन तुम्हें दिया जाएगा. अगर ये फंक्शन तुम्हें दिया है तो whatever that origin वाला particle was doing at t minus x by v, मतलब उसी फंक्शन में t के जगह t minus x by v डाल दो. Whatever that origin wala particle is doing at t minus x by v, that is what your x coordinate wala particle is doing at time t. All right, so just put in this function, substitute t with t minus x by v. That's it. अब v क्या है? v तो -5 है because negative direction में जा रहा है ना, तो ये हो जाएगा t minus x by -5 या t plus x by 5. Remember, if it's going towards negative x, you get to see t plus x upon speed. ठीक है, तो वहां से t plus x by 5 प्लस आएगा if it's going in the negative direction. ठीक है, and shape of the string, so मतलब वही फंक्शन में t की जगह t plus x by 5 आ गया, तो ये अपना आंसर है. फर्स्ट का आंसर, that's it. t के जगह t plus x by 5. सेकेंड वाला आंसर के लिए, शेप ऑफ द स्ट्रिंग के लिए, I just want the equation. What is the string doing at t equal to 3 seconds? तो t बस 3 डाल दिया, कुछ नहीं, और फिर मुझे मिल गया स्ट्रिंग का इक्वेशन. This is what the string is doing at t equal to 3 seconds. And one of you is asking, is this a parabola or something? I think it's nothing. It's not. It's no proper conic. It's no specific conic. Okay, this is a function जो सबसे ज्यादा इसका max value हो सकता है 2/9 plus 1. तो मैक्स वैल्यू एक बीच में एक पीक रहेगा 0.2 meters का at x equal to 0. Looks like नहीं, sorry, max value इसका 2 हो सकता है. I'm sorry, you can make this entire term inside 0. So max value will be at x equal to minus 15. x equal to minus 15 पे max आएगा, है ना. Where is the peak of this? इसका max के लिए ये चीज को 0 कर दो. इसको 0 कर दोगे तो x को -15 डालना पड़ेगा. तो -15 by 5, 3 and -3 कटेगा. ठीक है, एंड -15 के टाइम x को -15 डालने पे ये पूरा ये वाला 0 हो जाएगा. सो योर हाईएस्ट वैल्यू इज 2. सो देयर इज अ पीक एट x इक्वल टू -15. -15 पे 2 है, तो फिर बाकी ऐसा, as you move away from -15, the value becomes smaller and smaller. Okay, so वो तो मैथ्स वाला पार्ट हो गया. You can पीक थिंग वापस, यार ये फंक्शंस का पार्ट हो गया. हाउ डू यू एनालाइज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ दिस ना. इसका मैक्स वैल्यू के लिए इसको मिनिमाइज कर लो. इसको मिनिमाइज करने के लिए इसको जो स्क्वायर वाला टर्म है, हाउ स्मॉल कैन द स्क्वायर वाला टर्म बिकम. तो ये 3 plus x by 5 वाले चीज को 0 कर दो, है ना, बिकॉज एनी स्क्वायर टर्म का लीस्ट वैल्यू इज 0. जब स्क्वायर टर्म का लीस्ट वैल्यू डाल दोगे, डिनोमिनेटर लीस्ट होगा और फिर अगर डिनोमिनेटर लीस्ट पॉसिबल है तो ओवरऑल फंक्शन मैक्स होगा। तो मैक्स वैल्यू के लिए डिनोमिनेटर को मिनिमाइज करना है। डिनोमिनेटर को मिनिमाइज करने के लिए ये स्क्वायर वाले टर्म को सबसे कम कर लो, सबसे कम तो 0 ही हो सकता है, 0 कर दो। स्क्वायर वाले टर्म को 0 कर दो, स्क्वायर वाले टर्म को 0 कर दोगे तो मैक्स वैल्यू आ जाएगा y इज इक्वल टू 2। कहाँ पे वो 0 होगा वो भी देख सकते हो। व्हेन डज दिस बिकम 0? It becomes 0 at x equal to minus 15. Not necessary over here, but I'm just you know, चलो थोड़ा बस analyze करके बता रहा हूँ ये shape कैसे दिखेगा। So it looks like, just for you to understand, it looks like there is a peak at x equal to minus 15, and that peak ka size is, I mean the peak ka magnitude is 2. This, एक second, first एक second. The answer I was looking for was this. Okay, I never asked you to describe the shape or visualize. I just asked for the function. So when I say find the shape of the string, I just mean the function. When the question also asks you find the shape of the string, they'll just mean the function. So shape, my question was an easy one. Just shape चाहिए था, t को 3 डालना था. That's it. That's your answer. ये answer है. Let me, you know, if that's not established, this is the answer. ये हम एक्स्ट्रा कर रहे हैं टू विजुअलाइज व्हाट द स्ट्रिंग लुक्स लाइक, एंड फॉर दैट आल्सो आई डोंट थिंक देयर शुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम बिकॉज़ यू गाइस हैव डन फंक्शंस इन मैथ्स. यू शुड बी एबल टू प्लॉट दीस ग्राफ्स इजीली. ये तो सादा स्टैंडर्ड मैथ्स वाला चीज है. व्हेनेवर यू सी अ स्क्वायर टर्म, दैट स्क्वायर टर्म कैन, द लीस्ट वैल्यू इट कैन हैव अ 0. It's either 0 or greater than 0, right? So if I make the denominator the smallest, to make the denominator the smallest, this value has to become 0, and it can become 0 only at one point. तुम ही सोच के देखो ना, 3 plus x by 5 0 कब होगा? सिर्फ -15 पे होगा. उसी पॉइंट पे वो टर्म 0 हो रहा है, उसी पॉइंट पे डिनोमिनेटर 1 हो रहा है, एंड एज अ रिजल्ट y2 upon 1 होके y का वैल्यू 2 आ रहा है. फॉर एनी अदर x कोऑर्डिनेट, this is going to be greater than 0, denominator is going to be greater than 1, and the entire y coordinate is going to be less than 2. मतलब थोड़ा हो रहा है visualize. I think you can analyze that function. हाँ, peak, of course, the location of the peak will change with time. The location of the peak will change with time. At, हाँ, वो peak का location time के साथ change होगा. तो t इक्वल टू 0 पे पीक x इक्वल टू 0 पे था, और 3 सेकंड बाद ये 5 सेकंड्स पीछे गया तो पीक 15 पे आ गया. ठीक है, t इक्वल टू 0, व्हेन इज x इक्वल टू 0 वाला फंक्शन मैक्स कब होगा? सेम लॉजिक से t इक्वल टू 0 पे होगा. ठीक है, तो x इक्वल टू 0 वाला फंक्शन t इक्वल टू 0 पे मैक्स है. 3 सेकंड बाद वो पीक 5 मीटर पर सेकंड से पीछे गया, तो 3 सेकंड बाद shouldn't the peak be 15 meters behind the origin? -15 पे पीक आ रहा है. ठीक है, वैसे भी देख सकते हैं, एंड ऑफ कोर्स मैथमेटिकली भी यू कैन इक्वेट दिस टू 0. फॉर दिस टू बी सिंपल लीनियर इक्वेशन, इक्वेट दिस टू 0. x by 5 is -3, x is -15, वहां से भी आ रहा है. So of course you can always, you know, do this kind of analysis to understand more and more. Don't just, even when you solve questions at home, if you give enough time to one question, you'll have the time to allow your mind to wander a little bit and analyze this from various angles. You can go beyond the questions asked, like we are going. है ना, there's no end to it, and there's always a benefit in doing some of this. You can, थोड़ा math strong होगा, function stronger होगा, visualization stronger होगा. If you set कि आज मैं 50 question करूंगा, you'll never have time to do these kinds of analysis. We'll however move on, but you can, you know, try to spend more time reflecting on that function and see how the peak is shifting. Okay, we are going to visualize how to describe the equation of a string in one more way. This way is also important to understand. तो एक और तरीके से इसको देखेंगे. Okay, so पहली बार if you think what I had given you was I had given you how a particular x coordinate changes with time, or how a particular particle varies, moves with time. Okay, that's what I'd given you. Origin का displacement I'd given you as a function of time. इस बार मैं एक particular particle के displacement देने की जगह सारे particles का displacement दूंगा, and instead of giving you for all instance एक ही instant पे दूंगा. So what I'm going to do is, let's say I give you the shape of the string at a particular instant of time. So imagine कि ये जो wave हो रहा है, उस wave का तुम एक snapshot लोगे, ठीक है, उस wave का एक snapshot लोगे, और मान लो तुम t equal to 0 पे snapshot ले रहे हो, and तब तुम्हें दिख रहा है कि उस wave का shape as a function of time is f of x. तो मान लो ये function दिया है, ठीक है. So maybe as a snapshot of time, the wave seems to be a sine function, or it seems to be that kind of function we saw on the previous page, 2 upon t square plus 2 upon x square plus 1. It's going to be some function of x. Shape of the string is going to be y in terms of x. उस function का graph string का shape होगा. So let shape of the string at time t equal to 0 be f of x. What name can I give this? Shape of a string is y as a function of x and at time t equal to 0. Okay, तो ऐसा है f of x. Now let's just try to draw this. So if I draw this, okay, let's just say randomly ki this is how this looks. Okay, ऐसा shape है मान लो. This is y in terms of x. This is how it looks at time t. At t equal to 0, rather. This is how it looks at t equal to 0. Sometime later, imagine that the wave is going towards the right. Okay, so sometime later you will expect the entire pulse to shift towards the right. So at time t, this entire pulse has shifted towards the right. Okay, so basically, by how much would the pulse have shifted towards the right? If I highlight maybe the peaks, ना ये peak कितने से shift हुआ towards the right, कितना distance cover किया है, what is the distance moved? Very simple. So it's moving with the velocity v, so the distance moved is v into t. Okay, the time difference between these two instances is t, so the distance moved in that time is vt. अब एक simple सा चीज है, functions का खेल है. If this function is f of x, okay, what is this नीचे वाला function going to be? अगर ऊपर वाला function f of x है, नीचे वाला function क्या होगा? सार्थक सही है, nice, good. नहीं, x plus vt नहीं है. Yes. Yeah, so think the green function, the green graph is the same as the first function, same as the shape at t equal to 0, same as the graph at t equal to 0. Only thing, except that it is shifted towards the right, except that it is shifted towards the right with by an amount vt. So maths में functions recollect कर लो, when the graph gets shifted towards the right, what do you need to do, है ना? ये x बेकार में बीच में आ रहा है, except that it is shifted yes I'll just finish writing this towards the right by an amount bt. Therefore the function, okay, therefore this shape, okay, the shape of this graph becomes, in fact I'm going to write the shape of the graph not at a specific instant of time. I'll be writing the shape of the graph now as a function of time. Okay, so therefore my equation itself becomes, it looks like the same function दिखना चाहिए, f of x की तरह ही है, but this graph is now shifted towards the right. So you might have learned in maths, f of x plus c shifts the graph towards the left by an amount c, right? And f of x minus c shifts the graph towards the right by an amount c. ये सब functions में तुमने transformation देखा होगा ना, वैसे ही f of x minus vt would have the same graph, except the graph would be shifted towards the right by an amount vt. So since displacement as a function of time, sorry, shape as a function of time looks like the same graph shifted to the right by vt, therefore shape as a function of time, yeah, y as a function of x and as a function of time becomes f of x minus vt. Okay, and by the way, this f of x minus vt, this is an alternate visualization. This is not different from the first one because you can always take velocity common. Okay, velocity is a more or less a constant, तो velocity common ले सकते हो and you could write this equation. In fact, अगर minus v common लोगे बाहर तो ये equation किसकी तरह दिखेगा, t minus x by v की तरह दिखेगा, है ना? So they are actually similar. It's in fact, this is similar to saying this is a function of t minus x by v. कैसे? You can write this as minus v अगर बाहर लोगे, you can see that minus v into t minus x by v is x minus vt. So it's just basically the same thing in a different form. Okay? Same thing in a different form. Any doubts? Some of you are asking ये subtract क्यों कर रहे हैं? ये graphical transformation होता है. In maths, you need to maybe just revise this. If this is f of x का graph, you might have seen f of x plus c means you move the graph up by an amount c. f of x minus c means you move the graph down by an amount c. फिर अगर brackets के अंदर अगर हम plus c डालते हैं, that means you move the graph towards the left by an amount c. क्योंकि पहले 0 पे f of 0 आता था, अब x equal to minus c पे f of 0 आ रहा है. So the graph has shifted towards the left by an amount c. And vice versa, if you want the graph of this function from f of x, you need to shift this to the right by an amount c. All this is taught in functions. ना, इसका रीजन क्या है, पहले 0 पे f of 0 आता था, x equal to 0 पे f of 0 आता था, अब x equal to c पे f of 0 आएगा. मतलब जो चीज 0 पे आ रहा है अब c पे आ रहा है, जो आउटपुट पहले 0 पे आ रहा था अब c पे आ रहा है. All right, so therefore this represents a graph shifted towards the right. You can revise that, but I've just used that transformation. ये graph right की तरफ shifted है, hence at time t, because this is how the shape looks, at time t our equation becomes f of x की जगह f of x minus vt. Okay, इस पे भी क्वेश्चन करेंगे. But you got this? So try this question out. I think you'll get this one now easily. So let's say I give you y is Okay, देख लो एक बार जल्दी. Finish this. Okay. The shape of the string. How I got the last line? How I got the last line? How I got the last line? नहीं, लास्ट लाइन मैं बस बोल रहा हूँ कि जैसे मैंने पहले बताया कि फॉर इट टू बी ट्रैवलिंग वेव, आई सेड कि फंक्शन कैसा दिखना चाहिए, ऐसा दिखना चाहिए, है ना. मैं बोल रहा था कि t माइनस एक्स बाई वी का फंक्शन होना चाहिए. यहाँ पे ऑल्टरनेट विजुअलाइजेशन में हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि t माइनस एक्स बाई वी की जगह x माइनस बी टी का फंक्शन आ रहा है. एंड आई एम जस्ट स्ट्रेसिंग कि दिस इज नॉट अ न्यू थिंग. दिस इज, यू कैन जस्ट टेक माइनस वी कॉमन and prove कि it's a function of t minus x by v. So it's one and the same thing. If it's a function of t minus x by v, it's in a way a function of x minus vt. So both in that sense represent the equations of a traveling wave. Similarly, if the wave moves towards the left, वो भी add कर लेता हूँ. If the wave moves towards the left, then the graph would have shifted towards the left, and accordingly our equation would be the same thing with a plus sign, right? The wave moves towards the left, our equation would have been, since it's shifting towards the left now, I'll have to write f of x plus c, yeah, plus vt in this case. Okay. Cool. So try this. The shape of the string at t equal to 0, the shape of the string at t equal to 0 is y equal to cos 3 plus 2x. Okay. Find the displacement of the particle in fact, sorry, let's find the wave equation. And secondly, find the displacement of the particle at x equal to 2 meters as a function of time. As a function of time. I'm sorry, एक मिनट मैंने velocity नहीं दिया. Wave velocity is, let's say, 3 meters per second towards the right. So Yash, given this, you can confirm, of course, you can comment. Given this, you can comment. Given that the shape moves ahead, you can comment. you can get the entire wave equation. So you can comment on what each particle is going to do at every possible instant of time. Yes, Shivang, see you. Yes, Shivang, see you. By the way, have you guys learned partial differentiation? Perhaps in another track or in chemistry. सीखा ना? Okay, fine, good. All right. हाँ, तो इसका आंसर एक्चुअली क्या आ जाएगा? Okay, so the shape of the string at t equal to 0 is given to us. So the wave equation will then be, so as the wave moves towards the right with a velocity of 3, our wave equation will become the same function of time, sorry, the same function of x, but because it's moving towards the right, instead of being a function of x, is going to be a function of x minus vt, because the graph is shifting towards the right by vt. v वगैरह डाल दो, इस बार v पॉजिटिव है तो f of x minus पॉजिटिव 3 into t, ये करना है. यानी कि cos 3 plus 2x के जगह cos 3 plus 2x के जगह x minus 3t डालना है. Okay, that's one thing that you have to do. हाँ, 6t कर सकते हो. It's nice to leave it in this form, because when you leave it in this form, you can directly see the velocity as well. So it's nice to sometimes leave it like that. Of course, you can open that and simplify it as well. And दूसरी बात क्या है? Displacement of the particle at x equal to 2 meters. The displacement at x equal to 2 meters means तुम्हें एक specific particle का displacement चाहिए as a function of time. Plug in x equal to 2. Just plug in x equal to 2. So you'll get to see what that particle is doing as time progresses. That is the motion of that particle as time progresses. So with the wave equation, you can see what every particle is doing, and you can see what every particle is doing, and at all instances of time. You want to plug in the time, plug in the time. You want to plug in the x coordinate, plug in the x coordinate. Okay, so that's why that's your wave equation. इससे सब कुछ पता चल जाता है. Okay. Now, just this is as a finer point. Let me remind you, you can of course prove this as well. If मैं फिलहाल तो shape दे रहा था at t equal to 0, but if shape is short में लिख रहा हूँ, shape of the string is f of x at t equal to t naught. Instead of t equal to 0, it's at t equal to t naught. Then एक छोटा सा adjustment करना पड़ेगा. The wave equation becomes, can somebody guess what will the change be? Instead of f of x minus vt, What's it going to be? Use the variables given ना. So at t equal to t naught पता है, तो at a general अगर वो पता है तो फिर वहां से wave equation will be, हाँ, very nice, f of x minus v into t minus t naught. Earlier it used to be x minus vt, because vt was the amount the graph was moving, because t was the time elapsed from t equal to 0. यहाँ पे the time elapsed from this instant would be t minus t naught. Okay, so this is the general formula. If you're given the shape at time t equal to t naught, then y, the wave equation becomes f of x minus v t minus t naught. इसमें अगर t naught 0 है तो you get your original equation back. ठीक है? And similarly, अगर मैंने फर्स्ट वाला क्या था, पहले इसमें क्या करते थे, आई थिंक इफ displacement is, if the displacement is given to you at x equal to 0, पहले x equal to 0 देता था, अभी अगर कुछ और x कोऑर्डिनेट पे डिस्प्लेसमेंट दे दिया, मान लो x equal to 2 वगैरह पे दे दिया, then what will a wave equation be? Can you see how this will change? तभी 0 के लिए f of t minus x by v था, यहाँ पे what will change? Very nice, t minus x naught by v. ठीक है, earlier x represented distance from the origin, है ना, यहाँ पे you will take distance from this point because तुम इस point का function use कर रहे हो, ठीक है. Or you can make this x equal to s, when you make x equal to x naught like the origin, then when you shift the coordinates, when you shift the x coordinates, when you shift the origin, you want to bring the origin to x naught, then accordingly ये x coordinate x से x minus x naught हो जाएगा. So you can take some time and later and think about this and see why this is right. So all I'm saying is, मान लो if I give you displacement as y equal to x square, y equal to 6 upon x square plus 3, ऐसा displacement दे दिया, मतलब ऐसा shape दे दिया, and velocity दे दिया positive 4.5, ठीक है, velocity दे दिया positive 4.5, और ऐसा मैंने shape दे दिया at, this is at t equal to 1 second. तो यहाँ से wave equation क्या हो जाएगा? इससे वेव इक्वेशन क्या हो जाएगा? वन सिंह कब, कैसे पता कब एफ ऑफ टी माइनस एक्स बाई वी यूज करना है या एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस वी टी यूज करना है? तो आई से लुक एट दोस, जस्ट गो थ्रू दोस पेजेस अगेन वेयर आई डिराइव्ड इट. अगर शेप दिया है, एफ ऑफ एक्स दिया है, तो कैसे हम प्रूव करते हैं कि एफ ऑफ एक्स से इक्वेशन एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस वी टी हो जाता है? एंड ऑन द अदर साइड एफ ऑफ टी अगर दिया है कोई एक पॉइंट के लिए, तो वहां से इक्वेशन कैसे एफ ऑफ टी माइनस एक्स बाई वी होता है? As a function of time दिया, it becomes t minus x by v. As a function of x दिया, shape दिया, it becomes x minus vt. And to be more specific, like in this case, if it's given as a function of x at t equal to t naught, instead of being x minus vt, one small change, it becomes x minus v t minus t naught. तो यहाँ पे क्या आंसर आएगा? सेम फंक्शन, बस इंस्टेड ऑफ x आ जाएगा ये बड़ा सा चीज, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ x आ जाएगा 6 upon x maybe I'll write that minus Vt minus T naught. ठीक है, इसका स्क्वायर प्लस 3 और सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे तो आ जाएगा 6x minus 4.5 t minus 1 का होल स्क्वायर प्लस 3. Okay. Good. Same question already हमने पिछले पेज पे किया. It was similar to had I given you 0, तुम आंसर सिंपली जैसे 0 अगर देते तो तुरंत आंसर करते थे x minus 4.5 t. यहाँ पे बस थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा कॉम्प्लिकेशन क्या आ रहा है, अगर ये t equal to 1 पे दिया the formula instead of x minus vt the formula becomes x minus v t minus t naught. Okay, spend some time, ponder on these things, convince yourself why this works. So just revise these pages 1 to 10 and I'll give you homework from the HCV which tests your understanding of these equations. ठीक है, but got the idea है ना कैसे equation describe करते हैं. If you given velocity as a function of time, sorry, y as a function of time, just replace time with t minus x by v. अगर origin का displacement as a function of time दिया था तो अगर कोई specific x coordinate का दिया है, मान लो x equal to 2 का दिया है, then write it as t minus x minus 2 by v. So t minus x naught by v. Page 10 has the general formula. Just remember that. Any doubts? Cool. Okay, fine. I think we started at 7 today, right? So I think we're done. Those who want to leave can leave. Yes, I'll upload the notes. Okay, bye. Good night. कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ लो. Welcome. Good night. Welcome. शायद तुम्हें यहीं पे दिखेगा. अगर ये 0 के जगह t naught होता तो distance moved v t minus t naught होता. इसलिए फाइनल आंसर में भी t के जगह t minus t naught होगा. तो उतना you can just cross check and convince yourself. Yeah, next lecture I mean we can you can check the solutions once for your major test. देख के आ जाओ, ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब देखा ही नहीं तो we end up discussing the entire paper. But थोड़ा देख के आ जाओ and then बाकी we can जो फिर भी देखने के solution देखने के बाद भी doubt है we'll of course discuss that in class.